Well, seems that Stranger Things 5 has pissed people off. They're big mad. They're saying, Well, boy, oh boy, Stranger Things 5, Volume 2. That's what I'm hearing the complaints are coming in. It wasn't really Volume 1. People had their issues with Volume 1. But Volume 2 is where I'm seeing the issues. Faces massive backlash as fans turn on the finale. Heard it's being compared to Game of Thrones. People have told me that the last season, or the last 2 seasons, or whatever it was, they're like, Tyrone, if you finish it, because we know you started it. Like some people were even telling me, they were like, skip the last one, or the last ones, whichever it was. It was the last season or the last 2. I can't remember what they told me, but they're like, skip it. Just don't watch it. We don't want you to be as hurt as we were. Stranger Things Volume 2 hit Netflix on December 25th, releasing episode 5 through 7, and the reaction has been brutal. What was already a divided fan base after Volume 1? See, I told you, I heard people had a problem with Volume 1, has now turned openly hostile, with backlash spreading fast across social media. Audience scores on Rotten Tomatoes dropped sharply following the release, falling into the high 70s range with episode 7, The Bridge, quickly becoming one of the lowest rated episodes of the entire series. Let me check over here at Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes has the overall score from critics at 84%, and from fans, from the people, 61%. My. Audiences, let me see. The biggest flashpoint comes in the final minutes of episode 7, where Will Byers finally comes out to his family and friends. While the show avoids using the word gay, the message is unmistakable, framed as a secret Vesna could exploit. Will admits he doesn't like girls, trying the moment to his long-teased feelings for Mike. Instead of landing as an emotional payoff, the scene has triggered widespread criticism. Many viewers say it completely derails the momentum right before the final battle, stopping the apocalypse storyline cold for a lengthy monologue that feels disconnected from defeating Vesna. Well, people have talked about that in modern media. That is in search of this modern audience that truly doesn't really exist, is that, all of a sudden in the middle of something, you'll see this lecture for whatever under the umbrella of woke that, they want to inject. And it happens all the time. Like, a lot of times when I'm going to a movie and I've seen the trailer and I haven't seen anything in the trailer, a lot of times I am in the theater just like, what are they going to do and when's it going to drop? You know what I'm saying? But I have noticed in a few recent movies, several recent movies, that moment never comes. It seems like they're figuring out that people are just tired of being preached to. They're tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So on X, users describe the moments as forced, cringy, and agenda-driven. Others question why Will would choose to come out to a room full of people, roughly 15 characters, in the middle of a world-ending crisis. The timing, execution, and writing are being called tone-deaf at best. Even LGBTQ viewers push back. Not all the criticism is coming from the same place. Some LGBTQ viewers have also taken issue with how the scene was handled, arguing it comes far too late in the series and reduces Will's identity to vulnerability and emotional weakness. Others accuse the show of queer baiting before rushing a resolution at the last possible moment. Several fans argue that forcing Will to come out under supernatural pressure comes off as clumsy and uncomfortable, undermining what could have been a more natural character moment earlier in the series. Beyond the Will controversy, Volume 2 continues the same problems fans complained about in Volume 1. See, I told you people said they had a problem with Volume 1. Viewers say that the pacing drags, emotional beats feel unearned, and the plotting grows more convoluted. Woo! Instead of clearer as this series approaches its end. While some praise bits of mythology expansion involving the Upside Down, many feel as though the show's lost its balance. Vesna is no longer scary, the mystery is gone, the tension is replaced by speechless and overextended scenes. The exit that exists more to send a message than to move the story forward. As the backlash builds, comparisons to Game of Thrones are becoming unavoidable. Say, it is what it is. I was encouraged to. I can't remember what season I stopped watching on, but I was encouraged to kind of finish so I could catch up. And with all this going on, to see they're still doing the same things and pushing the same things and still preaching and, just doing all the things that they normally been doing. They've been moving people away from entertainment. It's just, I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. So let me know what you think. Did you love Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Season 5? 10 million subscribers.